My name's Dan Clark. My wife and I have this commercial photography studio. We've been here in this studio for about 12 years, and we've been doing commercial photography in this area, the Bay Area, for about 25 years. I started doing photography as a hobby when I was in junior high school. My parents would set up a darkroom in the basement every year when we do the Christmas season greeting cards. I can still remember seeing that white paper turn into a real picture under the safe light. It was magical, truly magical.
My name is Mimi Weinberg. Dan and I both went to photography school and have degrees in photography, and got sidetracked into doing multimedia shows in the 1980s. But the shows, that industry kind of collapsed, and we went back to what we got our degrees in, which was commercial photography, studio photography. And we worked very well together in the company that we were both working at, and we just kind of became a good team.
I would say my role here is kind of like a benevolent dictator in a way. I'm the instigator for most things in terms of deciding, what types of business do we want to go after, how do we want to approach certain clients, what kind of businesses are a better match for us and the team we have. There are 4 of us altogether, actually 5 of us now altogether. I do most of the photography, so most of the photography part anyway starts with me, and then it filters out to the rest of the team. And then I usually am looking over things before it goes out the door. So, yeah, I can't do everything myself, and I don't want to do everything myself. But I would say I'm the one who kicks it off, starts it.
My name is Raul Mero. I am a retoucher, like a photo retoucher. I've been a part of this company for since 1999.
I wear a lot of hats. When you're self-employed, you don't do just one thing. So I do everything from accounting, bookkeeping, to a lot of retouching and color correction. And Dan does most of the shooting, but I work with him on shooting when we have models, humans involved, not just products. And I will also, if we have surprise clients coming, run in and clean the bathroom. Do a lot of things.
I think one of the things that's surprising about learning about photography as a business is it's not very glamorous. From the outside, I think it's one of those things that can look very glamorous, and from the inside, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of attention to detail. The amount of time that you actually spend photographing is minuscule to the amount of time that you spend prepping for a job, trying to get the job. Once you get the job, prepping for the job, and then all the post-production work, explaining things to clients, asking them lots of questions that ideally you're doing at the beginning. Yeah, I think this is probably true with lots of projects, but it's amazing how much work goes into something that people are going to look at for a very short period of time. But if anything's wrong with it, they'll notice it. Where if it just looks good, people just go, "Oh, nice shot," and they move on to the next part.
It's probably the place I've actually liked working the most at, because I'm actually doing what I went to school to do. I'm using all those skills, and I'm learning more as well. So I think like a small business where you're kind of forced to take on a lot of different roles, you're forced to learn a lot more than you would normally do if you were just specialized and just doing one thing. Like at a corporation, for example, I worked at HP for a little bit when it was slow here, and I was just doing one thing, and that's all I did was just one thing. And now that I'm back here, I do many things. So, and I think I like that more. I think it gives me a little bit more control than it would otherwise. And I work right with the owner. So it's kind of like if I was at a corporation, it would take a long time before what I have to say went go to the CEO, probably weeks, months. And here I can tell them the same day, right away. So yeah.
The atmosphere that we maintain in the studio is almost family-like. You know, we don't clock our employees when they come. We trust that whatever hours they say they worked, they worked. If they need time off or something, make sure it can happen. Try to be. I mean, we have 2 employees. They've been with us for 20 years each.
Working here at Weinberg-Clark, I feel like that as well. Like I'm being accepted into a family member, and I don't know if it's just photography or just art, you know, in general. But you know, the feeling that the family feeling is one that I value a lot.